As Bluebonnet's membership continues to grow, the need for an increased workforce is evident. In order to meet this growing need, we've employed a few strategies across the cooperative. Part-time employees, line worker internships, and the use of contractors are all areas that we are focused on in our long-term staffing strategy. These three areas provide needed services and staffing in a strategic way in order to meet the growing demand of an increased membership. The areas of the cooperative that will grow the most in terms of staffing needs will be the technology positions, technology areas, anything that is member-facing, and also our field personnel.
Bluebonnet's Member Service Department started hiring part-time workers in 2018 in an effort to help members who are calling for one reason: to pay a bill. Our part-time member service representatives receive an average of 3,500 calls a month. We initially hired 4 part-timers to take those calls. Today we have 7 doing the work. We know that members, especially some of our longtime members, often prefer to speak to a person rather than use the automated phone system. The part-time staffers let us keep that friendly touch and real person relationship, and callers don't have to wait on hold for long. There's another advantage. The bill pay part-timers free up full-time MSRs to take care of other business that might be more complex or time-consuming. This success is measurable. After we hired the part-time staffers, we saw an almost 5% increase in the number of calls we handled, up from 93 to 98%. That's a significant impact for members and employees. Our part-time payment-only MSRs get about 3 weeks of training. That way they become familiar with our system, the way we serve our members, and how we maintain Bluebonnet's values with every call. Another plus is that when a full-time position opens up, a part-timer is often a great fit. And because they're familiar with our members and the services we provide, their training and onboarding process is faster.
It allows flexibility for the organization in that we can bring them in when we need them, like for example when we have crunch time in member services, when we have high call volume, but then we don't have to maintain the additional overhead of a full-time employee. We love bringing retirees back in part-time roles when there's a need for it and when the retiree is interested. Those individuals are already trained, they already know our members, they already know our system, and they have significant brand loyalty. So they are really perfect for filling in areas where we need additional hands-on.
Bluebonnet began our line worker internship program in 2018 with 7 candidates. 3 years later, 6 interns became Department of Labor certified journeyman line workers. We have had 16 interns come through the program in the past 5 years. This has been a very successful program for Bluebonnet for several reasons. We make sure they are trained with a strong understanding of what it takes to be successful in line work, the hours required to do the job, and the conditions they will be working in. Bluebonnet wants to invest in employees who live in the area and plan to stay in the area. That is why it's very important to us to find line workers who have a strong sense of community and a connection to our service area. We try to recruit from an early age. We go to area high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools to career fairs. Bluebonnet is a familiar company to these local young people. They know enough about who we are that they want to be a part of Bluebonnet. We have a strong demand for journeyman line workers, so we plan to continue the program, having a strong class each year and continuing to grow the number we bring in. Since they are trained by us, they have a great understanding of how Bluebonnet does things, especially when it comes to safety and how we serve our members.
Currently, Bluebonnet uses contractors to install, upgrade, and maintain overhead and underground residential distribution lines. Contractors also take care of our vegetation management and inspection needs. In addition to that, we're going to see the need for the use of contractors for outage response and troubleshooting. In 2022, we're using 11 overhead and underground contractor companies and 9 vegetation management companies with approximately 60 contract crews. We'll continue to analyze our process for onboarding contractors, teaching them about the service area and for safety protocols and expectations. Contractors don't just work for us. They also help us invest in our own employees through on-the-job training. They also help us troubleshoot when problems arise. Because of this, we're able to focus on more specialized training for Bluebonnet employees. The use of contractors will only continue to grow as we increase our membership numbers.
Bluebonnet will continue to assess our strategies in our part-time, line worker internships, and contractors, as well as other areas of the cooperative in the coming years. We feel confident that as we grow, our members will be met with the best service because of the importance placed on employing individuals across the cooperative who are proud to work for Bluebonnet.